Working with the Coen Brothers and having two directors at once on set.
I would just do what the last person said. Whoever got to me last, that's what I would do.
You're playing Llewyn Davis in the film. Tell us a bit about playing that role, preparation you did.
Yeah, well, I really latched on to Dave Van Ronk as a person and his experience in New York at the time and his repertoire of songs. So I just did a lot of that, and I played a lot of guitar in clubs around New York to just get used to playing.
And Marcus Mumford was one of the associate producers, Carey's husband. How was it working with him?
He was so supportive and helpful throughout the whole thing. I was incredibly intimidated because he's a great musician, but he helped me throughout the entire thing and gave me confidence and really have a lot of affection for him.
The singing was kind of, I didn't have a huge amount to do, so that was kind of fine when I got into it. I loved the challenge of playing a character that was completely different from most parts I played before, and yeah, it was. I mean, I had such a great script. I had such a great character that I really just enjoyed it.
Your husband, Marcus Mumford, was the associate music producer. How closely did you get to work together?
It was kind of separate. He worked in post and pre-production with the soundtrack, and I worked on the movie. So yeah, it was kind of a separate element.
I can ask you, do you have a favourite Coen brother after working with the two of them?
A favorite Coen brother?
Yeah.
No. Although I did have a dream last night about Joel tied to a large white balloon, just kind of floating about 8 feet off the air and just like very boredly filming stuff. So maybe that means he's my favorite?
You're going to be starring in The Two Faces of January. Can you tell us a bit about your role in that?
Yeah, that's Hossein Amini, who wrote Drive, which I was with Carey. That's when we first worked together. And that's a Patricia Highsmith adaptation. So it's just Americans abroad in fantastically extravagant places and murder and intrigue.
And had you read the novel before filming?
I had not before, but since then I did. It's a great novel.
And how does the novel compare to the film?
They've changed it and adapted it a bit, but it actually shares a lot. It's a very complicated, challenging book because there are 3 people that are not totally likable, a bit like Llewyn.